I'd be heated.
Who?
Motherfuckers be getting me heated, dude.
You got me pissed off now.
People are fucking.
Do you want me to pick you up tomorrow?
Oh yeah, sure.
I can. Shoot me your address.
Hello, Patreon peoples.
So just to go to Kyle's thing?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're just gonna be in there over there in the Airbnb.
Yeah, but then you don't have to worry about. You can drink until your heart's alive.
I'm not gonna drink until.
Oh, they didn't even. I didn't even. They didn't even. It didn't upload.
Are you falling apart?
My phone.
Are you falling apart?
I'm falling apart.
Is he falling apart?
Yeah, he's falling apart. I'm melting.
I'm melting.
Not that. We don't want that.
Joints. Body me? You can body me.
Yeah.
Two Dominicans from the Bronx making like some like new wave post-punk music with like a Dominican style to it.
Okay.
I'm super into it. I love it. I'm here for it. Suffolk County.
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
Dude, my brother, I don't know what the fuck my brother did, but the house that he's been renting in with his family, they gave him like, they evicted them with like 15 days to move out.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's illegal. It has to be 30.
Apparently, it's legal in Florida.
Ain't no fucking rule. There's that. That's
I
the.
don't know. Everyone in my family is suspicious that my brother did something to fuck up the fucking contract for them to want to kick them out so fucking fast.
Oops.
Maybe it's a bit of both.
Yeah, but yeah, no, fucking, I feel bad. Family of 5, it's 3 fucking kids, shit everywhere. 15 days to move.
Oops.
Oh, his whole family has to move?
Yeah.
That's right, he has a family.
He's a family.
So he's more mature than me and
All
a lot
of
of us.
us.
Wow. Oh
Yeah,
my God,
but
that's
he's not,
really
though. But
bad.
he's not, because apparently he lives above his means and he's always short on cash and everyone's mad. I mean...
Yeah, but that's... You can't be kicking these families out.
I know, that's crazy.
Get it
15 days for
right.
a whole family. That's fucked up.
So is he going to move it back in with your folks for a second, or
No,
what?
they found another place in the neighborhood next door, over from where they're at.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. It's just actually getting everything together and moving everything.
Fucking nightmare.
Yeah, what a nightmare.
That's why I actively try not to buy too much stuff, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to move it.
I know, right? I hate hoarding.
When I left my Brooklyn apartment, I just left. Just like, we'll clean it up.
Yeah.
Left
Especially after
so much stuff, but
I moved
whatever.
like all of my shit here once in like 10 boxes from New York to LA. And then I just left all of those things in boxes and I went to Miami with like a tiny carry-on suitcase and my cat. And then I lived off of that for a year. So now I don't give a fuck about anything.
Yep. It's almost kind of nice. It's like
It's really nice.
liberating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vanessa, thanks for staying up.
Thank you.
Jeff says sorry, Jerry.
About what?
Everything you just said.
Oh, God.
I didn't even know we were on. I didn't know we were live.
I told you we were on.
No, you didn't. No, you
Everything
didn't.
is bad.
No, you didn't.
Everything is so
No, he didn't.
bad.
He didn't say we were on.
What did I
I
say?
said we're on. And then you said, are you falling apart? I said, yeah.
Everyone's falling
I
apart.
said I'm melting, not falling apart. Melting.
For those that don't know, Los Angeles is Los Angeles in.
It's hot.
Fucking hot.
It'd be hot.
It's so hot. I can't do this. I can't lift up my back.
Don't lift up your back.
I can't.
Vanessa's up at 12:30 because she loves us.
Aww.
Thank you,
I
Vanessa.
love you too, Vanessa.
We love you too.
All right, well, let's just fucking start, and we'll just go until, let's do like 30, 40 minutes.
The cows come
We'll
home.
go until Vanessa falls asleep.
There you go, Vanessa. We're going until you fall asleep.
Whee!
It's Friday Light Day. We're going until everybody falls asleep, unless you're driving. Hey, what's What's up, everyone? Welcome to OK Bud, the podcast where everything is going to be okay, Bud. I am Ben Kissel at Ben Kissel1, joined by Jerry Aquino.
Hello.
At Miss_Jerry, that's Jerii, and Kyle Plouffe.
Hello.
At Kyle Plouffe. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/diebud. Also, continue to shoot us unbelievably sweet emails with stories, pictures of animals, recipes, whatever it is you want to share.
Yeah.
okbudpod@gmail.com. We start today's Friday episode with a final update for the week on the douchiest of all douchebags, that is Bryan Kohberger. The man who seems as if he has Asperger's. Evidently, he kept bikini pics of the students on his phone and also searched for disturbing pornography along with a song by Britney Spears. What?
Oh.
She's so lucky.
She's a star 'cause I'm Britney, I'm off my meds. Criminal.
Oh.
He literally listened to Britney Spears' Criminal.
Isn't that Fiona Apple?
No, they said it's Britney Spears.
Wow, I gotta.
That Fiona Apple
Is
video,
it
by the
like
way,
a-
was so hot, but in
It is
hindsight, she was like
extremely-
17. And I'm like,
yeah, it is really hot.
I was
Oh,
like,
she's got Britney has her own criminal.
exactly. That's what he was listening
That's
to.
when she was toxic.
Mm-hmm. And of course, with Fiona Apple, the song Criminal, she's like, I'm a criminal, but technically, if you watch that video and you jerk off to it, you're a criminal. Because again,
Yeah.
I do believe she was underage. So his phone contained pictures of bikini-clad students along with what they're calling Ted Bundy-esque selfies
Ooh.
and searches for what they're describing as disturbing porn. Now, this is Idaho, so that porn could just be biracial, but because it's Bryan Kohberger, I have a feeling it's pretty freaking gnarly and also nerdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like probably just the most
Also,
on the nose kink.
Ted Bundy-esque selfies.
Right.
Ted Bundy didn't take selfies.
He would have though.
He probably. Do you think so?
Wearing a
Yeah.
stupid cast.
He was so up his own ass.
Yeah.
He really thought he was a 10.
Yeah.
He thought he was a 10 in a world of threes.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
It really is. And of course, people placated him and bought into that narrative, which again, he's hot for a serial
It's
killer
so
like Casey
dumb.
Anthony is hot for a baby murderer. But in
Yeah.
reality,
yeah.
And Sarah Palin hot for a politician.
Seriously, Kyle.
wow.
That's where we went.
Deep
Yeah,
cut with
you know.
Sarah Palin.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Holy hell, nailing Palin. I know the guy who banged her out in nailing Palin.
Oh yeah.
Palin, Palin.
Big old dog. So in the weeks before the murder, Kohberger allegedly sneaked into an off-campus rental in Moscow, Idaho. Of course, that is also where he stabbed the 4 students to death. He searched over dozens of photos of female students from Washington State and the University of Idaho, and these pictures were naughty. It was all them in swimsuits,
Oh.
which is somehow weirder than them naked.
It is weirder than because there's like something about I don't know. There's like a spying thing to it.
Right. I just feel like if you're a swimmer, you don't want to imagine people just shrinking it to you. You're like, I'm an athlete. Hopefully they just see this as like the bodysuit you wear.
Yeah, yeah,
Because the men technically wear far less clothing.
yeah. I am
But-
constantly actually pretty paranoid about that, about me hanging out in my like community like building like pool.
Oh, people.
And then there's just like people in the windows because when it's really sunny outside, you can't see inside of windows. So when I get into the pool and I'm like sitting in my little like balloon couch, I make sure to stare into every window for at least 15 seconds, like really menacingly.
Oh, you're jerking off to me? I'm jerking off to you.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to be like, I got you, motherfucker. Just in case anyone is in there, then they'll think that look is applicable.
You got to scare them. You
I-
got to scare
I
these
do.
people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's fuck Dave.
I'm watching you.
Forget about Hitchcock's Rear Window where the neighbor murders somebody. It's really about the neighbor jerking off to you
Yeah.
as you sunbathe, and hopefully they don't murder you at the end.
Yeah.
So pictures of some of the accounts were of his pals and also Zaina Kernodle, of course, Kaylee Conclaves and Madison Mogan, of course, who were butchered by him November 13th of 2022. So he was, obviously this was something that he thought about a lot. And hopefully there can be justice for these people. He also, interestingly enough, in October, he searched quote, can psychopaths behave pro-socially?
Ah.
Pro-socially?
If you're a psychopath, you don't Google, can psychopaths be pro-social? It's just, if you're a psychopath,
Yeah.
you don't think about those things. You are just truly a psychopath.
Interesting. Well, maybe he was trying to figure out if it was like a possibility for him to try to, blend in, become one of the
I
people
think-
that are
I think he did it for assimilation, not because he actually cared.
I think that he would search what
Yeah.
psychopaths do to become, because he's a moron. He is everything under the sun that's wrong with it, that a human being can have. But he is not the psychopath he pretends to be.
Oh,
He's
got
going to
it.
get torn apart in prison.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
going to go to prison and start licking knives and people be scared of him. No, he is going to be.
He kind of doesn't look like a psychopath. He looks like a normal dude, but you never know. It could look different.
A psychopath doesn't take classes in how to be a psychopath.
Yeah.
A psychopath, first of all, maybe goes to school, but they're doctors or they love classical music. He's too on the nose.
Did he kill animals when he was a kid?
There's no indication that he did. That hasn't been brought up yet.
But there were murders like in his neighborhood when he was a kid.
Oh, he didn't do it.
We
He
don't
didn't
know.
do it.
We
No, he would have left evidence behind like he did this time.
True.
Also, in the days following the murders, he searched University of Idaho murders. So he was attempting to, I guess, reminisce on the crimes, perhaps for sexual pleasure or just to see how much information the police officers had.
Well, yeah, they always want to look that up because sometimes they want to be they want to be noted for it. They want to be kind of famous. Maybe that's why he left something that was kind of something that they could find.
There
could
was
track
some
him down.
speculation that he did it on purpose for
Yeah.
the notoriety, but
Yeah.
He would love for that to be the actual narrative. Did
right.
it on purpose just to see if
And-
you find it.
And Ted Bundy does have that quote where it's like sometimes you kill so many people you forget where you put your wrench. You forget where you put your crowbar, so it's just like oopsie.
Oh my
that dang sledgehammer?
God, that's insane.
Oh, it's in that
Right.
lady's brain.
And again, he also searched Britney Spears' Criminal. Can we listen to that song? I kind of want to get in the mind of Koberger. So he's circling this house in Moscow, Idaho. He's licking his chops, can't wait to kill somebody. And this is what's playing in his car.
Let's see.
Britney Spears from Criminal, or the song Criminal from I don't know which album. This is
It
where
was 2011.
2011. Okay.
Wow.
So this is somewhat new Britney Spears.
Ish.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
still 13, 14 years old.
Good
though.
Lord.
God, we're old.
Where'd the time go?
Guys.
Oh, there's a whole skit
Yeah.
before.
It's like Thriller.
Oh, it's fiddle music?
This is not.
Oh my
This is
God.
a
This
murder
is the
hype up song.
This is a song that somebody sings when we go to karaoke.
Ah,
I'm pretty sure this is the song that the evil vampire sang in Sinners.
It is possible. This is the song that one guy who was a little bit strange. This is the song he sings at karaoke.
Probably. Yeah.
That makes it even
The
scarier.
one that's always in the Hello Kitty poncho.
oh, he's connecting with the lyrics.
Why do you have to connect to the worst fucking Britney Spears song ever?
It's
He's
Koberger.
like, I'm gonna start butchering people.
I don't like that at all. This is him going on his dark path. This is
so.
It's a very light, dark path.
yeah. It's weird because he also killed people too.
It's just when you get killed, you always get killed by a total douchebag, and that is the most offensive thing of all time. On last episode, we talked about somebody coming back from the dead to forgive their murderer via AI, and if the parents of these 4 victims even come close to doing anything like that, it'll be a travesty of justice because these 4 beautiful young people, I guarantee you, wherever they are now, they're not forgiving Brian Koberger.
No.
Yeah, fuck that.
So 2 of the surviving roommates, they will end up testifying at his trial as
Wow.
well. So we're finding out more information. And again, it seems like this guy is so on the nose for being a bad boy. It is so lame and cliche, and hopefully, and I'm not for the death penalty, but the death penalty does exist in Idaho, and this is what it is for,
Yeah.
if they're going to use it.
Bringing bad names to burgers everywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There was I believe, a new Dateline that came out tonight that was a deep dive on the Idaho 4 case. And Keith Morrison was teasing it on the news today, and he said,
like making fun of it,
well, no, he's the guy that's running it.
being like, lol, raffle.
Yeah.
Like they roasted the Idaho 4.
Oh, God. He was saying that
That's not nice.
they found out,
Nice. Also, if Keith, what is it, Keith Morris?
Keith Morrison.
Yes, if he roasted me, I would cry.
Yeah.
Because his voice is like so intense.
Yeah. He was saying that what the cops did borders on illegal or unethical. to find out that Koberger was the one that ordered the K-bar knife with the sheath. I don't
Why?
know what that means. I can't wait to watch it. But he's pretty much saying the police might not get away with actually finding out that he was the one that bought the knife and the sheath.
That would be a big deal,
They
wouldn't
did
it?
some nefarious work. Yeah.
I mean, maybe they just play the song "Criminal" over and over and over again, and he snaps and says,
my
"I did
God.
do it."
Yeah.
Speaking of murderers, these two individuals have done quite a bit of time for the murdering of their parents. The Menendez brothers, this is another update.
Oh.
Their resentencing hearing date has been moved up, and now evidently it will be next week. Eric and Lyle, they will finally get a chance to represent themselves in court after months of delays and legal action. It seems as if the two will be speaking to the Los Angeles County Court with Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hotchman saying that the brothers could be up as early as next week. I feel like they've delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed
They
this.
have. I'm actually really surprised that it's coming up so soon.
And there has been some people that have come out. Did you see the black fella who was incarcerated for 30 years for being part of a group that ended up killing somebody in a gang attack? He got sentenced to 30 to life. But he was saying how the Menendez brothers mentored him while in prison.
Oh, wow.
And he gave this whole
Oh.
press conference about how they basically saved his life behind bars. And at that time, they had no chance to get out. So he's like, they're good guys. So there's a lot of people
Wow.
in the system that are coming out and saying, well, you know, they helped me when I was in prison.
But
Yeah,
that's even
yeah.
more reason to keep them in because they can make other people better.
You're just an
No,
absolute
no,
asshole.
no.
That's how the DA would
What's
look at it.
wrong with
Let's keep them in there.
Kyle
They can
Tola.
reform everybody.
No.
I accept your sexism, but I don't accept your over sentencing.
Yeah. Yeah. What
Yeah.
You said. Yeah. Well, okay. First of all, they could do the same thing outside of prison. They can go into
Yes.
places that either like prevent people from going into prison or making bad decisions, or they can work in something that's focused on rehabilitation.
We'll tell it to the DA because that's their idea.
The D-
No, it sounds like your idea, Kyle. You just said it.
I'm just
It does sound like your idea.
character work.
So, of course, the DA, they are coming forward with a couple of different minor complaints that Lyle and his brother had behind bars, such as sneaking in cell phones and things of that nature, which pretty par for the course. There's no
Yeah,
massive
come on.
assaults or murder
Yeah,
or
they're
shankings.
They're
Or,
just trying to live.
Just a butt phone.
it's just a butt phone.
just a
That's fine.
It smells like a Nokia.
Why is, there,
Ugh.
why is there corn stuck in my numbers?
Yeah, that's fine. That's the number 8.
Oh.
So we shall see what happens as the ongoing drama with the Menendez brothers.
Should I show up to
continues.
court on that day? Should I go?
Yeah.
Should I be like one of those like court groupies?
You could be like an actual intelligent. What was the name of the actress that showed up during all the Supreme Court? Alyssa Milano.
Oh my
Milano.
gosh.
You could be an
Yes.
actual
Yes.
intelligent Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
Take little notes and shit.
Yeah, go with my notepad.
Yeah, even though everything that actually matters is done behind closed doors and everything they do for us is just theater and staged.
Pretty much.
Anyway. All right, so we'll keep you updated on that. Let's move on to some fun news when it comes to porn stars.
Woo!
They were just here in Los Angeles.
Ah.
Wait, aren't they always here in Los Angeles?
No, because in Los Angeles, yes, they do shoot a lot of porno, but do you
Yeah.
recall you are forced to wear condoms in Los Angeles porn?
That's
Boo.
right.
And many
That's
porn-
right.
Yes, and many porn stars have said the irony is, although it was done for safety, this is the road to hell once again, it actually hurts their vaginal walls more because it's rubber. It's the latex, rather.
Yeah, yeah.
That cuts them up.
I mean, yeah, bunch of friction. Things it dries you out faster. You start smelling burning rubber. You're like, that's not me, is it? And it's like, no, it's the old hoopty running miles inside.
You guys filming Fast
Hallway.
and the Furious 12 in there?
Yeah, yeah.
In a way.
Shredded.
In a way. So Pornhub has hosted its 7th annual award show in Hollywood. That was this week, and it was a who's who of who has made you ejaculate this year.
Oh.
Woo!
It was at the Saddle Ranch on Sunset Boulevard, an aptly named venue, as of course they saddle up and have a good time while working. So who was there?
I don't know.
Not
I don't,
us.
I don't think I would be able to point out a porn star if I saw them. Like, in
Riley Reid, I
person.
definitely would be able to.
Okay.
Alexis Texas, I definitely would be able to.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, we could probably be here for like minutes on end noting.
just start naming a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
So some of the names: Asa Akira, Kazumi,
Ooh.
Jules Blue. Yeah, I don't really know many of these people. I guess I'm old.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I don't know anyone that's new and hip.
There's one named Queenie Satini,
Is Riley Reid like a little brunette lady?
a blonde, I believe, maybe
Then never
occasionally
mind.
brunette. She got
See,
into
I thought. I don't know. I don't know.
She did get into a little controversy. Show her Riley Reid. Jerry is definitely would fall in love with Riley Reid.
You don't know me.
She did get into a little controversy because she said the N-word a bunch in a rap song.
Oh my god.
But she has had a lot of sex with a lot of black men. So I don't know what the rules are anymore.
That is who I thought you were talking about. She's more of a brunette person.
Yes, she's brunette there, I guess. But anyway, she's relatively petite and quite cute. She was not there for the 7th annual Porn Awards.
Because she's racist?
No, because I think she's already been through all the awards. She's won everything.
She's like an OG.
She is. She's mid-30s, and by much like horse racing, by mid-30s in pornography, she is a
She's done.
grandmother of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
And I am going to give some credit to the boys because I think that male porn stars are officially more creative when it comes to their names. So let's go through some of the ladies.
Okay.
Scarlett Alexis sounds like a WWE wrestler. Nicole Kitt also could just be a normal person. Amari Ann, Alexis Fox, which is kind of cute, kind of a double entendre.
F-A-W.
Natasha Dreams. Okay, those are good. Brooke Candy. But the male performers, let me get this right. Jackknife.
Oh, wow.
That is awesome.
Just a whole shiv there.
There's one named Damon Dice.
Nice.
There's another dude named Max Fills.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, what is Max Phil?
Holes. I
Yeah.
do mostly construction and fill holes. There's another dude aptly named Girthmaster.
I'm dead. That's so funny.
with 2 R's at the end for some reason.
Double hard R.
Yeah.
Master.
Yep.
I really put the grr in girth.
Girthmaster. Sounds like you might have a mullet. He might be real dumb, but with just a mass.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. That's your favorite.
And my favorite one is Just George. His name is Just George.
Like those are the words in the name. Just and George.
Yeah.
Is it one word or is it 2 words?
It's one word.
Oh, that's even funnier.
Isn't that humble?
Just George.
It's Just George.
Don't worry about it, honey. It's
Oh
just
my
George.
God.
I was watching this interview with a porn star, and she said it's very difficult to be in relationships. Right? But she says when she goes home to her boyfriend, she doesn't say, "Oh, I fucked this guy. It was so good." She keeps it hush hush. And then she says, "The first thing I do when I get home, I have sex with my boyfriend a whole bunch, and then we go on because that's the reset for the relationship."
Oh.
And it does take a strong man to deal with a woman who is in the sex work business. You have to
Strong,
be able to handle that.
Secure man.
Yes. And
Or just getting your own.
what do you mean?
Or just
doing your own thing.
Oh, you think that there might be? Yeah. I mean, I suppose she can't get that mad if you.
Obviously,
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine that porn stars date a lot of people in their own industry because they all know what that's like.
Yeah, which seems exhausting. A lot of drama. That's the
Yeah.
one thing with porn. I mean, comedy has a lot of drama. That's why I never did like the comedy club. Like, let me smooze with this person to get on stage for 5 minutes so then I can
Right.
schmooze with that other person.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the drama within the porn world.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it must be the most annoying. Everyone just knows everyone's pube
Everything.
information.
And then also sexuality is because they're pro.
Yeah.
These are people like Joey Chestnut doesn't just eat hot dogs; he eats chicken wings and burgers and everything else too.
That was a weird.
What I'm saying is
that was a weird analogy.
he's a food pro, so
Right.
he'll do anything. And so for men and women in porn, they're pros, so they're having sex with. They don't care. I mean, other than they keep it human, I think,
yeah, I would hope.
for the most part, and of age for the most part, I think. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So there's like you had sex with my ex-girlfriend. There's just a lot. It opens up the door to a lot more. So anyway, hopefully they all had fun. I hope everyone won their little awards. And
Their little awards. Don't
I'm not-
bring them down like
I'm not.
that.
I swear I respect this
very
award more
hard.
than the Oscar.
They were getting drilled for this
Yeah.
all year long.
I like it because they get drilled on camera and then they get the award, as opposed to the Oscar winners who get drilled off camera and then get the award, and
Very
everyone's like, it
true.
was for their acting. It's like, no,
Very
it wasn't.
True. Very
For their holes.
yes.
Both male and female.
More honest.
Indeed. All right. Well, let's move on to an issue going on, and we'll stay in the world of sex because it's Friday, so let's get a little loose with it.
Let's get a little kinky.
Gen Z, Apparently, they're not having any sex at all.
Yeah, not kinky.
They're squares.
Why is that happening? I thought that kids were supposed to be getting wilder, and apparently one in 8 26-year-olds is a virgin.
What?
Oh, wow.
That's like a lot.
That's
isn't
a
it?
lot.
Yeah.
That's so much more than the 26-year-olds that were around me as I was growing up.
Yeah, and I didn't lose my virginity till I was 18, and I kind of felt like an outcast
Yeah.
because, I mean, the peer pressure in the 90s and early aughts was you got to get boned and boned out
Yeah.
fairly quickly here.
Quickly. You better get that shit down.
Yeah, I was 15 and I was late
Well,
in Boston.
Dude, and how
Oh,
old was
my-
the man?
that's right,
How old,
yeah.
how old was the guy, Kyle?
39.
With a combined age of 65.
oh my God.
Well, as a 50-year-old Bostonite took Kyle's B card, which is, of course, the butt.
The bussy. Oh.
Yes. According to a brand new special from Channel 4, that's in the UK, they did a social experiment following a group of 20-something virgins as they undergo radical therapy to overcome their fears of intimacy.
That would make sense. I mean, they just built it up for so long.
That's kind of the thing. You build it up for so long, and then at some point, it's too much. You can't climb that mountain anymore.
Yeah.
But you know what I blame? I blame social media. And I know it's a catch-all cliche, but I think people are like, if I don't do a good job, if I suck my first time, which you're going to do because you don't know what the fuck you're doing,
Just get out of
Yeah.
the way.
everyone's going to know. They're
Yeah.
going to be put on blast on one of their
Yeah.
little things. And
Yeah.
then so I feel like that might be some of it. And then
Might be
also,
some of it, but they have to
maybe
know.
they're germaphobes
They could be germaphobes. Yeah, they could be thinking about germs and stuff the entire time.
because they're 26. So they were early 20s during the COVID era.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that kind of sunk into their subconscious. Like everything
I'm
is scary.
dead.
Everything can kill them. So
no,
maybe that's one of the reasons.
No, I think they just built everything up, and after a while, like you said, you go on for so long building this thing up in your head, imagining what it would be, imagining fucking up in front of someone, instead of actually just getting out there and getting the practice, and going in with the thought of being like, "You're welcome. I'm sharing this with you."
Right.
Not
right.
what am I gonna do wrong here? How am I gonna fuck this up?
Oh, no, I'm gonna
how
queef
are,
again.
how are you gonna fuck this up?
Queefing is allowed. That's
How are you gonna succeed on this? I'm excited to find out.
right. And maybe they do get, because there are funny things that happen during sex, like said queefing.
Yeah.
And you just kind of like, you know,
always
you roll.
pretty
It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a little, you can smile. Anyway,
Smiling is allowed during sex.
it reminds me a little bit when I finally had my first beef Wellington.
What?
Yes, I had built up the beef Wellington. For those that don't know, fantastic cuisine.
No.
And I finally had it, and it was a little underwhelming
Oh, wow.
because I built it up so much in my head.
All I was thinking of is vagina, and that now
all of your analogies today are a little bit off.
Yeah.
The not so dirty dozen, that's what they're calling these kids.
Uh-huh.
They cite body confidence issues, which
Right.
is sad. Who
They're
cares?
constantly online looking at everyone's Photoshop, this, that, and the others.
Anxiety socially and past trauma.
Yeah.
This is according to an OnlyFans co-founder, Celeste Hirschman. She says so many young folks are not trying things, connecting or dating. They're just on their computers. They get a little bit aroused, and instead of trying to meet somebody, they go on said OnlyFans. So, you know, maybe that is...
They're
you know,
not
there's-
socialized.
they're not socialized, and that is the joke from Something About Mary, a very, very funny movie, where the guy was like, "You're going on a hot date with this chick, bro. You got to squeeze it off first, otherwise you're going to be all boned up."
Right, right.
But the boner is the compass of the heart,
Is it?
and sometimes you want it fully aware and fully
Why
ready to
was
roll.
that so beautiful?
Put it on your shirt. The boner is the compass of the heart.
Bonus of the compass of the heart.
So that is why she says, so they don't really have those experiences of real life relationships. And that is really scary.
That is unfortunate.
It
what
is
that is. It's very
unfortunate.
sad.
Because everybody's autistic now.
You guys get
Not everybody's. First of all, I am officially on board with one couple from Love on the Spectrum.
Oh, right. Those two are they're perfect for each other. They're so good to each other, too. It's the cutest thing. And it's very sad because you're
And
like,
never-
I'm alone. That's why.
I'll never love Candy the way they do. And she sings. She is actually such a beautiful singer. I forget her
She
name, but she's so
is.
good.
Abby.
Abby. They have
Abby.
they have an intimacy. I don't want to know if it's sexual. They do whatever they want, but you can tell there's an intimacy there.
Yeah.
And so autism, that's a lie. What I'm saying, Kyle, is that autistic people don't feel intimacy. In fact, they do. She says, they go on to say, there's nothing wrong with dabbling with things on the internet, but it's so much more fulfilling to make those real life connections. So Generation Z,
You need to stop scrolling and you need to start fucking.
start, please. Why do I feel like I'm a horrible... Just start, like our parents had to be like, don't fuck, you maniacs.
Right.
Because we were all fucking.
Yeah.
And now I feel like parents are like, get yourself out
Maybe,
there.
Yeah, go shake someone's hand.
Go be go through your hoe phase.
Do a little hoe.
Eat your beef Wellington, damn it.
Don't.
Honestly, eat a beef Wellington if you can.
Don't build it up.
Yeah.
You're better than that.
So apparently, in this program, talking with virgins, they have surrogate partners, and these are known as sexological body workers.
What the?
What? Sexological body workers?
It's
That sounds like it would be a really good Rihanna song, though. Doesn't it?
does. Also, Rihanna. Jerry said it was the gayest I've ever been.
Oh,
Yes.
When she had a purse that was in the shape of a baguette.
No, it's because you were very excited as you ran into the room and you said, "Hey, did you guys see Rihanna's purse?"
It was in the shape of a baguette.
It was in the shape of a baguette.
it was.
You did.
No word if it was filled with cheese and meat.
Uh-huh.
So, the whole surrogacy process is about working out how you can be with a human being in the real world rather than just objectifying somebody on the internet. They say it's just bringing it away from the online world, getting them in a place where they can be with each other and deal with people in an old-fashioned human basis.
Yeah, I mean,
we're officially old-fashioned.
Imagine like Gen Z people going on a date that just can't stop looking at their phones.
Put it away. Just
put
pay
it,
attention.
Just put it away.
Also, it's good for your brain.
Look at this dick.
Look at this dude.
Yeah.
Glass tables.
Yeah.
No pants allowed.
Right.
Look at this muff. Look at this dick. See what happens. And also, there's a safety zone there.
Yeah.
Again, all of these things we've completely lost. I think the conversation of what is good, healthy sex. And I say this for myself as well, because I'm horrible with dating.
Yeah.
I need to get better. I'm
Oh, yeah,
trying
no,
to work on
definitely.
myself.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
working on myself.
Someone hits on you and you're like, no.
I want to climb you like a tree, and it's like, no, I can't. And all the
They all do say that they want to climb you like a tree.
And now I'm gonna start losing weight and getting attracted. That's why I got so fat, because I didn't want to be bothered, and then that turned into a whole nightmare.
Aw.
So now I'm gonna have
bother
to,
you more about it.
oh God Almighty.
Yeah.
Maybe I am younger. Maybe I am just Gen Z at heart.
Oh my God. Yeah. You're just not in the mood. You just want to read your little articles. You don't want to go out and make connections.
I know it's hard because people are
Suck.
scary.
Oh yeah.
So one of the things that they're trying to teach people is erotic breathing.
Oh come on. Stop it. Stop it.
Yuck. Kyle, also,
No examples.
Kyle's baby mama is really horny for another baby, so that's about to be happening.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I did see that.
Yeah, she
You
posted
ready
on
for
Instagram.
number 2?
We gotta find some guy to do it.
Oh, cucking him out. He's getting cucked out.
Oh God.
I'll buy you a real cozy cuck chair, pal. I'm not doing it, but we'll get you. We'll
Yeah, as long as it rocks.
She'll find somebody.
We'll furnish you for it.
anyway.
I am the cuck chair. He sits on me.
Oh God
Oh my
Almighty.
God.
Oh my.
This is more for
goodness.
Kyle than anything.
Indeed. So they're saying basically this is a larger issue than just sex as well. It plays into other facets of your life when it comes to self-confidence, self-worth, and really it is sad that people are so scared that they don't they don't meet the physical standard again of things that aren't real online.
I'm not worthy to be fucked.
And that's unfortunate because
You are worthy to be.
you are, and people that are not traditionally attractive, they're fucking all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
Those are
are.
the ones who are like swingers and weirdos.
Yes.
Those are the ones that are active, ready to go.
I got off stage at a comedy club in Seattle years ago, and this unfortunate-looking couple came up to me, and they're like, "What are you doing after this?" I was like, "I don't know, probably gonna get a beer or something." They're like, "Do you want to come back to our hotel room?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Well, because here's the thing, I would never let you take a sip out of my drink, but I'd let you fuck my wife."
What?
I was like,
the
"No,
fuck?
thank you."
That's not where I thought that sentence was going.
Yeah, yeah.
I would never.
I already
let
said I was
you-
good, but he kept explaining it.
Yeah.
No, I mean like your penis in my wife's vagina.
That's what I. Yeah.
I get it. All right. Well, speaking of love, I understand why some people are afraid it can end horribly wrong.
Well, when it ends, it's terrible.
A lesbian relationship.
Oh, the worst.
A nurse has been accused of shoving cheesy nachos down the leggings of her wife.
That's
It
hilarious.
burns.
That's hilarious.
It was at 3
That's
o'clock.
Not that bad.
It was at 3 o'clock in the morning. She was arrested for this.
That's hilarious.
She did it on purpose, or she came to the bed
Wives
drunk?
or sisters? Because that's
Wives.
some sibling ass
Sister
shit
wives.
to pull.
It's I don't know if the cops need to be called for this, but we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So investigators say that the 40-year-old victim was making nachos with
Victim.
nacho cheese in the kitchen. And this is where I completely and utterly disagree with the woman who did this when it comes to messing with the nachos. I agree with the victim here. She says when her spouse Allison Swan approached her, she told her she shouldn't be eating this late and then made a comment about her weight.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That's a no-no.
You are going to bother someone during their 3 a.m. nachos?
That's crazy.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not your problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously. The 3 a.m. nachos, first of all, there's no calories counted between 2 and 6 a.m.
Yeah, they don't exist.
They don't exist.
No.
And if you need nachos at 3 a.m., I would never fucking take that from you.
No.
Whatever anyone's
Ever.
doing at 3 a.m.
They get that food.
Yeah.
So investigators say the 40-year-old victim was making nachos, and then all of a sudden the argument ensued, and then Swan took the nachos, grabbed a handful of them, shoved them down the back of the victim's leggings. So she put them right in her butt crack.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, you want these so much? Fucking just have them right now. We don't have to waste time. We'll put it right at the exit.
Exactly, but she didn't get the fun process of putting it in her mouth.
Did not.
The victim, who was a registered nurse, she sought to change her clothes. But then this is where it gets really bad. Then Swan dragged her to the floor and shoved her fingers into either side of her mouth and hooked them like a fish.
Ah, what a dick.
What a fucking bee. What a B word. What a bee with an itch, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Allison then continued to batter her by grabbing her head and slamming it into the floor multiple times. So this is where it becomes
Okay,
battery.
that's crazy.
The nacho thing, I'm like,
Not
all right.
so much.
But now this is really, really problematic.
Now that's assault.
Yeah, but that fake yellow like stadium cheese, that is like napalm when it turns hot. That will stay on your skin and scald you for a long time.
Yeah, that if it was freshly hot, it would have burned the shit out of her.
That's very, very true. During the confrontation, the victim told police Swan made several comments that she was in charge and that her wife was, quote, not behaving.
Oh my God.
This chick is a controlling psychopath.
Yeah, she needs to spend some time in jail.
I can't believe that she would stop not just a person, but a hungry woman at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's insane. It's fucked up.
I'm surprised she's alive to talk about it, because if the victim did kill her, I wouldn't convict if I was on the jury.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't convict.
No, I wouldn't either.
Wouldn't. And I probably wouldn't even get the case, because I'd be like, there's no way I'm going to convict this person because she fucked with her 3 a.m. nacho dinner, which is dinner, by the way. So the police responded to Port Lucie, and then Swan denied the physical altercation. She claimed her wife had been in a drunken rage and had thrown the plate of nachos and then rolled around in the nachos herself.
She did a death roll in the nacho cheese.
Nah, she didn't. But then the cops looked at the chick's leggings. They're like, nah, it looks like you put a bunch of nacho cheese in her legs.
Yeah.
What? This is so crazy.
Oh, my God. So she has now been arrested for domestic battery, a misdemeanor. She was freed, $250 bond, which is pretty low. I think that's only
very low.
25
So
bucks.
what? She just gets out and just goes back home?
Yeah, but I guess she's been ordered to not have any contact with the victim. She's got to stay away from her place and her employment and now her home. So, yeah, it's not so much the nachos. It really seems to be you're not behaving, and now I'm going to smash your head
everything
into the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you have the audacity to be hungry at 3 o'clock in the morning because maybe you are intoxicated, but that's exactly what you need. That's what your body needs at that time.
Yeah. I mean, with how painful the cheese must have been in her ass,
I say that
Yeah,
every time I say
ow.
that sentence.
a little fish hook probably took her mind off it for a second.
Wow. Always willing to look at the bright side.
You have to
aren't
look at the
very
bright
good.
side.
Yeah,
That's really
yeah,
nice.
Very
You have
silver
to.
lining, you dick.
All All right, just lastly, let's stick in the world of food and fears. This is actually kind of adorable. We have a fella. His name is Big Boogie.
Big Boogie?
Big Boogie.
He's a rapper. He's a Memphis rapper.
Okay.
And he says outlandish things, right? And he said that he was scared of going to Chuck E. Cheese because he has a fear of people dressed like rats.
The animatronic band is still scary to this day.
It's pretty scary looking.
It is scary.
I think it's because they never update it.
And they do look like they're real, like, I'm in here because I'm an ex-con and this is part of my sentence.
Yeah, basically.
Bug posted a video of himself admitting that he hasn't confronted the pizza slicing rat since he was a child, and the mascot scared him so much.
Not
that
confronting.
Yeah. Also, if you're the dumb fuck who has to be in this costume, you're like, bro, I'm not. Come on.
You serious from when you were fucking 5, dude? Come on.
I hate my life. Please kill me. I'm dressed as a giant rat and getting pissed on by children that aren't even mine.
Yeah.
So he says, you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to confront this. And he did because his son wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese. So he went.
He's like, it's haunting me again.
Yep. And then so Boogie, he went to meet Chuck E. Cheese and they met face to face. And then apparently the rapper had a wide-eyed stance. But he said he managed to get over his anxiety, at least for that very moment. And then, but for the most part, Boogie did keep his distance. And then he was such a coward that he wedged his daughter between himself
Take my daughter!
and Big Chuck, which is the name of the Chuck E. Cheese rat.
Oh, that's amazing. That's pretty funny.
Big Boog scared.
Big Boog is scared, bro. And apparently this is called, there's a phobia of giant human-like rats, and it's called automatanophobia.
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 Could you auto-imagine that?
Can you? So anyway, the Charles Entertainment Cheese childhood trauma probably led to making decisions to turn down a multi-million-dollar deal because he said that he was offered $5 million to attend college, but that was a joke. But he didn't realize that was so stupid because that's not how scholarships work. He might not be the smartest rat in the cage,
What are you
but
talking
nonetheless, yes, but he is a rapper overcoming his fear of automatanophobia.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Well, let's all overcome our fears. Let's do something this weekend that makes us scared, that doesn't kill us.
Yes.
Do we have any comments?
Kirk says, love y'all. I'm smoking Midwest, trying to stop drinking. I'm eating.
Let's go.
Having a good time.
Replace them vices.
And I do want to say from the bottom of my enlarged heart, Jerry and Kyle, you guys have been so supportive.
Yes.
And so thank you so much for that.
We love you.
Because you guys have just been, because my brain's all weird. I'm like, no one's going to like me.
Yeah.
And even if you guys don't like me, you fake it. So
Yeah.
thank you.
I'm an actor.
And a very good one at that.
Wow.
Really hard.
All right. Anything else?
Vanessa said, hot cheese is like hot plastic. It's going to stick to your skin when it cools.
Ow!
So it's just,
Oh my God! You technically could get a wax with cheese.
yeah.
Oh, that would be so gross.
That'd be really weird.
That would be amazing.
Then you eat it.
Yeah, and you fuck your boyfriend who dressed like a big rat.
Yeah, and your boyfriend's Benny Blanco.
Oh, well, he's very talented. The more I see him, the more I'm like, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
It's just his weird eyes. All right, everyone. Thank you for another great week. Support us, rate and
Thank
review. We love you
you.
guys. Hail yourself. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
Let's smoke weed. We're going to go get high.
Gonna go get high.
Bye, guys.